Your nervous system never lies. If your pulse stays calm, it's an indication that you've already been here before. I know this is going to be life-changing to many, because learning how to read your nervous system gives you freedom, confidence, and unshakable power when it matters most. So let's get into it. Like my boy Nipsey Hussle said, this is where opportunity meets preparation. So pressure, that was a gem by Nipsey. That was a gem. Because through the lens of my knowing system, when opportunity meets preparation, it's telling me that pressure reveals your history more than it does your potential future. What happens is after your nervous system reacts. So it reveals your history. What you've been working on. Have you tested it on yourself? Have you tested it to the public? What do you know? What do you believe about yourself? Pressure means bringing you back, bringing you down. It's revealing your history, what you know about yourself. Have you tested it on yourself, on others? You could associate this with visualizing. So, when you visualize, you create it. But your actions is what makes it real. So, imagination. One of the highest forms of value is imagination, because you're able to curate your thoughts and bring it out into this world. Something that nobody has seen before. With the assembly of other things that has been here before, because nothing is new under the sun. Imagination is key in being able to create. But most people see imagination or use imagination with foolishness. Here's what I mean. Don't let nobody take your imagination from you, but don't let the universe or the world see you as a child. You have to be able to take the mystical and turn it into something practical that can be measured. Don't let the universe or the world around you, your reality, consider you a child due to your foolish imagination. I mean, you could be whatever you want to be. You could do whatever you want to do. But have some structure to your imagination. And most people forget about the words that are in the word imagination. You have image and you have nation. So in order to have an imagination, you have to be able to compose a sequence of images and bring it back into a nation, a tribe, a knowing system, the people, a state, a mind state, a state of mind. And one has many subcategories under, but primarily is about cultivating and composing a series of images into one nation. It's just not foolish imagination. Don't let the universe see you as a child. And why do I do all this? Why am I so big on helping individuals or even talking about knowing systems or what you call belief systems? Because I really use all this power to do this, because what if you receive this message about belief systems and knowing systems? You receive it and this impacts your life in a sort of way where it's paid forward and you can impact your family's life on restructuring and recalibrating your belief systems to see the world in your way. I'm not here to place an imagination on you or place a knowing system on you. I want you to work with your genius, because you are genius. You have your own method. But there's certain frameworks that can help you realize your own knowing system and knowing how to nurture it. It's the simple fact of you receiving this message and we work together. It just so happens that we meet and we work together. And we get to collaborate and marry and fuse these knowing systems together. It's like two stars coming together and colliding and creating a solar system. Series of points, components, little stars that meet. If you was to draw them together, they meet. And these points are called little systems that create the ultimate, the formation, the nation, the image and the nation of a collective knowing system. We become a solar system. So when people look us up, they notice us. This is why I do this, because it's an environment where it reveals all of us. It's just impact, knowing that you got your own little frameworks and systems. This is why I do this. So, back to the topic at hand. So if your heart doesn't race when the stakes is high, it's telling you that you have survived this moment before. You have survived. You have done this moment before. Goes back to opportunity meets preparation. Like, do you role play? Do you role play with yourself? Do you practice what you preach? Do you actually study? Have you became the expert? Are you waiting for the anointing? Have you appointed yourself instead of waiting for the anointing? These is all part of your nervous system. My bad habits. I give you some examples in the life. I told you this was gonna be life-changing, right? I said it. So, something as simple as you get an intuitive nudge and you go to any store and you buy yourself a scratch off. The intuitive nudge said, go get this scratch off or play these numbers. So as you're scratching and you could feel that this is a winner, you know it. And as you're scratching, you get a feeling. It starts like with your heart. It's like a quick in and out. It's like your pulse changes. It's like a pressure, real quick. That is revealing to you about how you feel about winning $20,000 on that scratch off. How do you feel when the currency comes in? The current is going to take you. That's an indication of your pulse. A business deal, a transaction. It's about your pulse remaining calm under a potential future, but it's due to your history. See, this is about context. You already visualize, you already set, you already made a decision. But your body remembers sometimes more than your mind does, because then doubt comes into play. And you got to be able to discern when it comes in and have a system to take care of that immediately. Is it inhale, exhale? Is it synapses? Is it the way your heart sends a message to your brain and how you respond to that? You know, the ability to respond, responsibility. But let's not go on a tangent. It's a business deal, transaction. How do you feel when you communicating and the transaction is about to go down? The communication. There's a pulse in there. And you have to be able to learn how to read this. So, if you learn how to read your pulse, your nervous system, I said this in the beginning, what can this unlock for you? What is the result? Flow. You'll be able to flow naturally, like an inhale, exhale. There's no hesitation. There's actually an alignment with you, an agreement. There's no opposing sides. There's no, let's say, desire and expectation where they're both pulling apart from each other. It's a flow. This is prospering, to flow. To prosper is to flow. So you have to be able to do that internally. It's flowing. It's not resisting excitement when you control your nervous system, where you don't get excited when things happen, or you're not surprised when things happen. I'm not saying that. I'm saying to be able to, the way the thoughts fire in your head between your body and your mind. See, they say it's all mental. Yes, it's all mental, but we're talking about the whole aura of your mental, which is your mind, your cells, everything around you. You have the heart is very important, which is the body, because that's what's having or putting the things in your reality in orbit, because you are the epicenter, the star that's gravitating, things that are orbiting around you. These are principles. It's like a world. You have a moon orbiting around you. You have planets, other things orbiting around you. This is your aura, orbit. Control your nervous system is very vital and crucial in order to call money to you, to flow, to prosper. Money has conviction and is persistent, just like water. It can cut through a rock. So to be able to call money to you, because this is about business, controlling your pulse. This is like being a salesman. You about to do a big deal, it's how you control or keep your pulse the same under any circumstance. That's how you call money to you. Do you have an agreement with yourself? Do you have conviction? Do you have proof of that conviction? Can you flow? Can you flow and not let it disturb your emotions? Not let it affect your belief, your system. Just the flow, like a Hadouken, but it's just in the movement. Hadouken is inhale, exhale. Hadouken. We all familiar with Street Fighter, right? We all played it. I don't care how old are you, man. You know about Street Fighter. It's just something simple. Flow. It's an in and out process. This is a principle because it happens unconsciously. And it's micro, but it happens in the macro. It's a principle. It also, that flow, like what I said about being surprised, being excited, is not about that. It's about peace. It's not about searching for it. Peace is something that you work on. And this is daily. This is every second. This is being able to flow and being able to extract things that are not needed and bring in things that are needed in a precise flow. This is consistent. Thoughts might come in, you let them go. Things come in, you bring it in, you let it go. You flow. This is about being you also, when I said don't be a child, you just can't be a child. Consider the child. Flow like a child. Be a salesman like a child. A persuader. We all got what we wanted when we was kids. We cried for it. Our mom, our parents brought us what we needed. We cried for the milk that they brought it. It's natural. This is a natural process. Soon as you resist or go against the natural process, then that's when you meet a lot of resistance. So, money, calling money to you. It's a great deal, because now, like I said about what I do, why I do this, now I feel like, I'll tell you a little story about myself. Now, I had to, what I'm telling you is from experience. So I didn't get the materials first, even though I had them and I lost them and I've been around them, especially seeing them from where I grew up. But it's like I worked on myself for a long time. And most people get the materials first and then notice that none of that money or material things don't matter. And then they go back to the working on themselves, or get people or help people or get coached. And that's all right too. I'm not saying that's the wrong path, but I was ordained. The way I worked, I did it from the inside out first. So now I'm able to give myself permission to acquire the material things, all the desires that I want. And what's beautiful about my path was the way that it happened, that now I coach people and I help people do it from the inside out. Meaning from the beginning, those that haven't got the material first or don't know and just need help with their genius. I don't change nobody's genius or I don't just restore their whole, you have your own genius, like I said. I just work with that. I don't want to make you like me, so now I give myself permission to have anything I ever wanted, even though I do have everything I ever wanted. But once you have all the money in the world, you solved all your money problems. But now you have problems that only the God in you could solve. So I coach people on that because I did it the other way. And it came with a lot of things. It was not like a easy path. But if I help someone, I do have a system where it's minimal resistance, because now you can save time, because I've been there and I've done it. Not because this is theory. This is like being forged under pressure in the fire. And I didn't burn in that fire. I actually forged my sword in the fire. That's the difference. I used a piece of my armor in that fire, and I forged a sword so I could just peel and rip through this reality and open up my path and trail so I help others. I can save you time. I just work with your genius because you have a beautiful genius. Just like I said before, we come together, imagine what we could do. So Another big one is to why having a calm nervous system is very important. Is because you're able to lead now. You can lead in every which way. Your business, your household, your family, become a better husband, become a better wife. Even for kids as well. You can lead with your vision. You become a leader. Because if you lead, they know that you got it under control. And you can help them do the same. But some people make you get stuck into different thoughts, like foolish imagination, where it's just everywhere. There's no structure. You can't lead. You're just everywhere. It's not being stuck in the conceptual box. Everybody has their own box. People like to put people in boxes. I don't live like that. I'm okay if you don't work with me. I just let it flow, naturally help others. I do have a program where it's 16,000. I do have a program where it's 5,450. I do have a program for those that need it for the lowest minimum price, $72. I do have these for every level. And if you can't and you really want the most premium one, 16,000, first, there's tools that I do have for free and that will help you get those 16,000 so you can use that 16,000 for value. But I'm not here to optimize from your lowest points. We use that as fuel for you so you can forge your own sword in the fire that you're in. Can't survive no more, man. It's not about survival, especially in this day and age. You got to be strong. Your nervous system has to be on point. And ultimately, let's end it like this. One of the most important things about gathering of this wisdom and taking this course is the understanding of the wisdom. You can have wisdom through an experience, but that doesn't mean that you won't do it again. So if it does, that cycle comes back around. Understanding it and knowing what to do next is crucial. Using your imagination in perfect sequence, like a constellation, and making it look beautiful when it flows out. The understanding of the wisdom that you have gathered is very important. That's why documentation is important. Document everything. Learning how to read your nervous system will give you freedom, confidence, and unshakable power when it matters most. So remember, man, y'all know the slogan, man. Let's keep it infinite.